We're talking to Representative Dean Phillips. It is 8:23. Part of this bill that passed the Senate would provide Americans with a tax credit of up to $7,500 when buying an electric car. So you could get that tax credit. Plus, if you decided you wanted to install solar panels on your roof at home, you could get a 30% discount by what has passed here. It's going to also provide millions to help protect and conserve forests. As you know, we've seen those forest fires, wildfires going through during these record heat waves, and scientists link that to global warming. So this is going to provide money to help protect and conserve forests. Billions of dollars in tax credits. Now, keep this in mind. This is a little bit, some liberal Democrats are not happy about this. Billions of dollars in tax credits would go to some of the country's worst polluting industries to help their transition to greener methods. Now, some of the liberal Democrats have said, "Oh, I don't know about this," but they've accepted it that kind of as a least bad alternative, as a concession to get this thing passed. And it looks like Jimmy has got Representative Dean Phillips back. Sorry about that, Representative Phillips. You had a little problem with your connection. Go ahead and give us in a little bit more detail of why you think there's some important things in this.
Sure, Vanita. Next time I'll try to use a telegraph for more efficiency. But
Okay.
What makes this measure so extraordinary, and I hope listeners take a look at it, is it really is a combination of some basic conservative principles and demands and progressive ones. It reduces the deficit over 10 years by $300 billion. It's fiscally responsible. It actually releases more federal acreage for oil exploration. So in the near term, we can produce more energy as we migrate to clean energy. Of course, it also is a huge success relative to Medicare recipients, capping insulin costs at $35, limiting out-of-pocket expenses to $2,000, and finally, negotiating prescription drug pricing for seniors, which saves our federal government and everybody listening right now tax dollars. It also finally takes massive steps towards clean energy, not by sticks, but by carrots, incentives, which is, I believe, in the best interest of our country, of the world, and of course, our children and the future. I'm thrilled with this. I find it remarkable that it did not achieve more bipartisan support, at least in the Senate, but excited to pass it this Friday and chalk it up to an extraordinary number of achievements by this administration and this Congress.
And it is expected to pass in the House, and President Biden will sign it into law. You were talking on Chad Hartman's show, and you have come out to say that you would like to see someone else run for president instead of Joe Biden. This victory is, Democrats' hope gives him a boost, gives Democrats a boost. Does this change your thoughts at all on President Biden? And if not, who would you like to see run?
Well, Vanita, let me just say the question was prospective, 2024. And I simply used the president's words of being a bridge. And I think he has been an extraordinary and important and very effective bridge. In fact, what we just passed in the Senate yesterday and what we will pass in the House this Friday is yet another example of what a consequential administration and president this has been. Joe Biden promised to return some normalcy and some decency and civility to a country that really needed it. And I think he has done an extraordinary job of doing so. My answer to that question was about 2024. And do I believe it's time for a new generation of leaders on both sides of the aisle to step up? Absolutely. I don't think that's out of touch with most Americans. To the contrary, I think that's what most feel. And I celebrate Joe Biden. I believe his presidency has been one of great consequence, of great importance, and great success. But 2024 is coming in a couple of years, and I'm excited for our country to take a step to a new generation.
Senator Klobuchar did well in a poll in New Hampshire. We asked her if she would run. She said she is supporting Biden because Biden has said he is going to run or is likely to run. What would your thoughts be on Senator Klobuchar running?
I think Senator Klobuchar would be a wonderful president. I supported her in 2020. And that said, if Joe Biden becomes the nominee of Democrats in 2024, I'll support him 150%. I just believe it's time for others to step up, including Senator Klobuchar and many others who I think have the preparation, the principles, and the capabilities to serve as the chief executive for the United States of America.
Got primary day tomorrow here in Minnesota. Any thoughts looking ahead to that and anything you think we should be watching for?
I'll tell you what, Vanita, the most important thought is to get out and vote. I wish American schools did a better job of reminding young people of the importance of primary elections. Anybody who's frustrated with the caliber of candidates, sometimes on both sides of the aisle, should get out and vote in primaries, because we are right now entrusting those choices to just a handful of some of the most far left and far right activists on both sides of the aisle. So if Americans want better quality, more civility, more capability, get out and vote on primary day. It's a monumental opportunity. Minnesotans usually vote in higher numbers than most other states. I would love to see tomorrow show Minnesota once again in the lead in voter turnout. And no matter your politics, Democrat, Republican, Independent, anything else, exercise this extraordinary blessing that we have in the United States of America to choose our leaders. And that's my only wish, is that people get out and vote.
Home to all